What's up, everyone? Welcome to Sam Livecast. It's Olive Week. We're starting in the kitchen so we can make something with olives, put it in the oven, sit down, and chat. Everybody good, boys? Max, everybody, Lynn?
Yeah.
Can't complain.
Solid? All right, good. All right, it's a bread thing. I started sauteing some yellow onion just to soften it up. All I did was cut it thin, put it in here, add a little olive oil and butter, and no salt. I could salt it a bit. There, now it has salt. Bread, a big sourdough baguette thing. I need garlic.
I'm on a hardcore sourdough kick right now after our trip up north.
Is it not?
I got one of the best sandwiches of my life on a sourdough roll. It was just unreal.
Yeah. I'm a big sourdough fan. I just think, it's just one of those things that it has flavor all by itself. Like bread, yes, bread tastes like bread, but sourdough bread just goes the distance with a little bit extra. Like if I'm making French toast or something like that, I got a choice of regular bread or sourdough.
Hell yeah.
Sourdough every time. Chief?
I'm not a really big sourdough fan, to be honest. Like, I think the less sour, the better for me, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I find that interesting. But to each his own. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of, like, French bread, just like regular French bread. Is that not
I hear you.
strange or anything?
No, that's good. I need garlic and I need some olive oil for this. So I'm just going to squeeze. This is going to go right on the bread. So I'm going to use just these cloves and squeeze them in here and then make like a drizzly paste that can go on top of the bread. Xylus garlic press, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have a garlic press, get one. If you have something other than a Xylus, throw it out, get the Xylus. You see what I'm doing? I'm just putting the cloves in whole, and all the paper stays behind. And then you just take the papery part out, and then you just do it again.
You know what's funny is that thing looks like kind of crappy, but
It looks like shit. Well, but I've had this thing for probably 15 years. Maybe like 11 or 12 or something.
I think
Yeah.
some people call that vintage charm. Sam.
Vintage charm, that's right. Does that mean that I have a vintage charm?
You can keep telling yourself that.
Thank you. By the way, good olive oil. Olive, I have an open bottle someplace. Here we go. This is how do you say it, Max? Arabicina?
Arbequina.
Arbequina. So, like a few good glugs. Look at the color,
The
beautiful.
color is amazing.
It's amazing, right? So this is now going to flavor this bread. I don't know if I'm making enough to do both of these loaves, but I mean both halves of this. Let's see. Let's do this, shall we? With my Tony Luke knife.
How appropriate for
I
that kind of
love my
bread.
Tony Luke knife.
I sent him a text the other day. I go, I'm using my knife, and I think I'm using it better than you could. All right. So now look. We'll see how much we've got. So I want this beautiful garlicness on here with this paste, right? Spread this nonsense out. It's going to be good. It's going to be garlicky. It's going to be super delicious, as it should be. Just start layering flavors right here, right here. Nice. All right. Now we'll go with some of these onions. These softened. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? If you could just get the smell that's coming off of this, you'd be happy. But we're not going to stop here, are we?
Nope.
No, we are certainly not.
We got something to add.
We got two somethings to add. It's not complicated, but it's going to be super delicious. My oven's on to 350. I could have. Oh God, I almost burnt my wooden top. Okay.
Man, that looks good.
Just wait.
Oh my gosh.
Just wait. Okay. Okay, good. I didn't have enough. All right, so this is gonna a baking sheet. That means this bread Hey, come on. Sit straight. You're not gonna cooperate, are you? That means this bread is for later, dinner tonight. Put that right there. Put these pieces here. After that, maybe we'll drizzle a little bit more on at the top, on top after. Now what? Oh, now olives. Okay, so look what I bought. I was looking for olives. Yes, olive week. Applewood smoked olives.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, and you know what? There's just this little hint of smoke. You know, sometimes smoke can be overdone. And that's not what's going on right here. I just do want to try and get some of these out and drain them because I don't want them wet. So I'm going to need, I think, quite a few. No?
It is olive week.
It is olive week. I mean, I don't want to go chintzy. Wow. Okay, these are Mazzetta olives. And I got to tell you something. That little bit of smoke is really, really nice.
Can you smell it, or are you just tasting it?
I'm
right
tasting it. Yeah, yeah.
now? Nice.
It's a little bit subtle, but wonderfully subtle. I don't want them wet though. And now I need to cut them. So we'll do this. I know Max would say, why couldn't you have done that before the live cast started? Well, Max, I'll explain, because I need people to see that we actually do real live stuff here as opposed to just bringing things out prepared. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it.
Yes, boss.
Thank you. That's how I'd like you to refer to me. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called a rough chop. Just a big rough mess, nothing's even, right?
It's kind of like when people don't know how to shuffle cards and they just make a big pile in the middle.
That's called a rough shuffle. All right. I feel like I got to do something here. Like I got to slice a little. Hold on if I can do this.
Oh, advanced bread slicing technique right here.
Well, watch. Here's my goal, which pretty much worked. I wanted it to sit flat. I just took that little piece off. Okay, so now we get some olives all the way down. Don't go too crazy, but
And so what do you call this?
I call this, I don't know, blue cheese, because there's blue cheese coming next. Actually, it's gorgonzola. Does anybody know the real difference between gorgonzola and blue cheese?
No.
Lynn? Master Chef?
As far as I understand, gorgonzola is blue cheese. It's just a type of it, just like
Right, that's what it is.
Roquefort. And
It's exactly right. I mean, that's exactly what I know. But here's the one that I bought today. I bought Amish gorgonzola.
Why?
I can't, well,
the Amish do it better. I don't know.
there's an Amish show on TV that I've been watching that I'm like really taken
Oh,
with.
is it the Gangster Show?
No, Gangster?
Have you seen
You
that?
watched that?
the
Is there
Amish-
more than one episode of it? Because the one I watched,
Gangster?
No, I've seen the one where it's like Amish Mafia or something like
yeah,
that.
Amish gangsters.
No, that one I don't know. I just like the regular, what's it called? Amish, growing up Amish? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm just completely taken with it. There's another one where they took some Amish kids who broke out of the Amish world and went and they lived in New York.
Uh-huh.
I don't like that. It seems disrespectful to me. I'm not comfortable with that show.
What's disrespectful?
One's called Breaking Amish, which I think what you're referring
Breaking
to.
Amish. That's what I mean. I don't mean
One
disrespectful.
is called Amish Mafias, which what I'm
No,
talking
find
about.
the other one.
And the other one is called Amish Living with the Amish? Amish Out of Order?
No.
But wait, I want to know why you think it's
Yeah,
disrespectful.
I didn't mean disrespectful. What I meant was, I don't think that these Amish kids, even if they wanted to get out of the Amish world, which is a significant move for somebody in that world, I mean, it's a very close society, and when you get out, when you want to make a change like that, they're done with you.
Yeah, you're ostracized.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
ostracized, you're shunned is the word that they use. You don't see your family anymore, none of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they take these kids and they put them, I'm just going to use a little bit more of this olive oil over the top. How can this be a bad thing?
You can't.
All right.
You think they like encourage them to do so?
I think that these kids wouldn't have done something. One of them is like not a stripper, but like is posing for like sexy men's magazines now. And look, I'm not opposed to that. Do that stuff if you want, but I don't know. I just feel like they're pushing this whole thing along a little bit more than it would have been pushed along if these kids had just said, "I want to leave the Amish." It's a big deal when you take a kid who's lived in that environment and then you throw them in New York City. I mean, of course that's going to be a big surprise and shit, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go continue this conversation. Sit down on the table. Give me a second. Quick clean this up. So lots of stuff to talk about today.
Let's do it.
You okay?
Garlic. I smell like garlic oil, which is actually a very good thing to smell like.
Lynn was saying before we started that he loves the smell of onions, so maybe we need to.
Yeah, he liked the onion just
Get like
walking
an
in.
onion
I mean,
cologne.
as I was
Yeah.
peeling it earlier, he liked that.
If you wear garlic oil cologne and I wear onion cologne, and we walk into a room together,
Everyone will hate you.
I
Or
prefer.
you'll smell good.
or we'll smell
One
really
of the
good.
two.
I tweeted today. Max and I shot some Bed Bath Beyond stuff, and we were doing brats. What I call one-pot brats. You do everything in like a foil pan on the grill.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that shit smelled so crazy good. I mean, it's onions, it's peppers, they're softened in the pan. Then there's beer, and then brown sugar and something else. Max, what was the something else? The
pepper?
brats, pepper. Yeah.
Newcastle.
I said that smelled so good. If they made a cologne out of it, I would wear it. Absolutely, 100% for sure.
Wait, let's see the pic.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see the pic you posted.
Oh, it's on my Twitter.
Yeah, we got it.
Let's see.
It
That's
looks like
them.
a wiener bath.
It
basically
basically
is.
is a wiener bath.
It is,
A
exactly
bratwurst
that.
wiener bath.
Yeah.
Wiener bath.
They turned out so well, just for the record.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
So delicious. Hey, so you remember my Dr. Oz junk mail that I've been getting?
Oh yeah, you've been harassed.
I'm harassed.
You've been harassed by
I'm going
Dr.
to sue him.
Oz.
I'm going to sue him.
Oh,
I'm now being harassed by freaking Oprah.
no.
I'm getting
These-
her
these
junk
are-
mail shit now too.
No, these aren't real junk
I
mails.
know they're not real. I just want the shit to stop. And the other one that I get every single day and I have no way to cancel it
What?
are like stock tips.
Oh.
On the run, this one's a moneymaker. Get in early. Projections are it'll go up to 50 cents. It's at 32 now.
Wait, those actually go to your inbox?
Yes.
Your spam filter
No,
doesn't work?
No. No.
Because I don't get
Whoa,
those
whoa, whoa.
ever.
Actually, no.
I don't either.
I still have to look at them in my junk folder,
Oh, yeah.
which I don't want to.
But you do look in your junk
But they
folder.
come from so many different places. Every one you have to identify as junk, and hopefully that's where it comes from the next time.
But here's my question:
Yes.
Why do you keep getting so many? Of
I
them?
don't
because
know.
I don't. I feel like I barely get any.
I
junk
felt
mail.
like I went for years and I didn't get any freaking junk mail, and
Yeah.
now all of a sudden.
I get a lot of junk mail, but a lot of it kind of falls in the junk mail category, which is pretty effective
Ugh.
on.
I hear you. I understand that. Hey, so I was looking for something in Z Gallery. You guys know Z Furniture
Oh
Place,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Z
Z
Gallery.
Gallery's awesome.
I don't remember signing up for anything. Suddenly, I start getting these emails, and I don't want them anymore. So I unsubscribe. Okay. Yesterday, and I get an email back saying your email address has been unsubscribed. We value your privacy. Our mission to furnish you, blah, 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 blah. We will only send relevant emails. I said I don't want emails. Why do I get that? Am I now going to get more emails?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe fewer per week, but still some that they've determined are worthy?
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Are you checking out of things online in haste? Because they often have a little box that's already clicked that says, if you'd like to receive emails, or if you would like to receive emails, leave this box checked.
I'm 53. I don't know what I'm doing.
They always do that.
I'm about to be 54.
Everywhere. If you just, but that's the thing. They check it.
53.
It used to
Wow.
say check this box if you want the emails. Now it says uncheck this box if you don't want them. So you automatically get them if you're not
So
vigilant.
there's
about
two
it.
things that concern me. One is that that's there and it can actually happen like that. The other thing is that I said I'm 53 and Lynn went, "You're 53? Wow." Sorry, I'm not 28
Yeah,
or
that's-
24,
that's
turning
old.
25 next month.
I didn't. I just said It
Yeah,
caught me
yeah,
off guard a little bit. I didn't know you're 53.
Did you have to? So I unintentionally ran an experiment the other day. Do you boys remember? Maybe you weren't living here at the time, Max. Do you guys remember the county-wide blackout was it a year ago? Do you remember
Countywide-
when?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was. I actually have pictures from that day.
It was from like Carlsbad or Encinitas to the border.
Yeah, actually, that was one of the first times that I got to hang out with Stacy, my fiance.
Oh, nice.
That's how kind of we got to meet.
Was there kissing involved?
No,
Okay.
no there
Oh, it was
not.
the first time.
It was like when we were friends.
I got you. When was the first kiss? Let's talk about that.
Oh no, dude.
Chief?
Just
Seriously?
the first kiss.
When was the first
That's
kiss? Let's hear it.
That's nothing too private.
I'll tell you when mine and Jilly
I mean, you're
was.
getting married, so we've got wedding stuff on our mind. By the way, how is the wedding going? The wedding planning.
Why do we?
Is that- is that-
I'm excited for the wedding.
Of course you are, but is
I-
that the typical male reaction? And
It's-
tell me what brings you to the?
It's so much work. It's like a second, and in this case, like a third job.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, when you don't do something that is agreeable with a fiance, we have these like, they're not fights, they're just, like we have
They're
to figure out
spats.
what we want.
Disagreements.
And they're disagreements, and we all have to put in like, like our 2 cents about what we want.
Right.
And for the most part, I kind of defer to her now, but she may not see it that way so far. We'll see. I don't know. I think I'm pretty flexible, and I'm like willing to do kind of things she wants, but there are certain things that I really want to happen my way.
Okay, so number one thing you're looking forward to most, and you can't say food. I'll take that off the table right now.
Oh,
So
well, I
think
am
about
looking
something
forward
else.
to it.
And what part is causing you the most misery right now?
Okay, the number one thing I'm probably looking forward to, and this is going to sound really selfish,
Yeah.
but is all the new gadgets we get for the kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been relying on a lot of my friends' like stuff when I move
Right.
into their place because they have really cool gadgets.
Yeah.
So having our own would be kind of neat. And the one thing that's kind of causing the most stress right now is probably figuring out how we're going to pack 250 people into this venue.
Whoa, wait.
It's going to be tight.
When did it become 250?
It's always been 250.
It has. I thought you
It's-
were like 100.5.
No, it started at like 300, and we were like, "There's no venue in San Diego that supports that many people."
Really?
I mean, other than like a
you gotta go to
gym.
like to the beach or something.
Yeah.
Del Mar.
No,
down there.
even the beach is
With
like
that- hold on, just let me check my. Let me check my.
No problem.
my
the
bread.
beach is actually small. They don't want giant 300 people gatherings there unless you have a private beach.
Really? I have a little. I have a little problem here in that one of these. You don't need to come out and look. But one of these things is tipping a little bit, and it's causing the toppings to
Spill.
spill. So there you go. I just supported it with a.
Wait,
A
so
spoon.
I have a question for Lynn. I want to know an example of something that you guys aren't necessarily fully in agreement on.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but for the
Just
most
an
part,
example.
it's a lot of it has to do with like what we want to register for and what we want.
Yeah.
It's like just what I want our future place to look like, because I have really, kind of contemporary-esque stylings. And
Yeah.
I like a lot of minimalism and art. And she's like, "Oh, that stuff's weird." And to me, it's not weird. So like, I want our room decorated a certain way. I want our house decorated a certain way, and she wants it another way. And we had to compromise on that.
I used to in all my apartments. I think it's because my mom is really into this. If you notice, there's a lot of earth tones,
Right.
Like a lot of browns and stuff.
Right.
So all my furniture, like it was all like hardwood, like my dresser and things like that. So it all kind of matched that. And then Jilly is like super into the very modern. Like she wants everything is like mirrored tables and special like see-through modern chairs and stuff. And I really like that too. So I just kind of melded into hers.
Yeah.
But it's working out.
Totally, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so wait a second. I started telling you that I ran an unintentional experiment. Sunday morning, the power went out here at 6:30
Yeah.
a.m. Yes, that would be Sunday morning. And so you get online and we look at the San Diego Gas and Electric website, and it says it's going to be back on at 9:30. So I'm thinking to myself, I better go to the store and buy ice. Because I'd heard that if you put like
big bags of ice or blocks of ice in your fridge and freezer that it will stay longer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, well, it's only 9:30. It's 3 hours away. I'm not going to do it. So I didn't do anything. And then at 9:45, it said it was going to be 11:30.
Oh.
Oh,
And at that point, I went, well, now I don't want to open my fridge
yeah.
because the temperature clearly would have gone down. And now I risk creating more problems. And I'd always wondered, should you leave it or should you open it and put ice in? Or take things out and put them in a cooler or something? So now 11:30 comes along. Now they say it's going to be 2:30. It finally went on about 15 minutes after that.
Is this Time Warner Cable that's doing this?
No, it's San Diego Gas and
I'm
Electric.
joking.
Yeah, oh, I see what you're saying.
Well,
Yes.
we'll be there
That's
between
fine.
9 and 5 p.m.
Yes, yes. So it was 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, about 5.25 hours.
Wow.
When it finally went on, I came downstairs, I opened my fridge. My fridge, which is normally at 36 degrees after almost 5.5 hours, normally 36, was at 42.
Oh, that's good.
It's good.
It's not bad
Yeah.
at all.
My freezer, which is normally at 0, was 24. Still freezing temperature. So the moral of the story is, don't open it.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Don't open it.
Uh-huh.
Leave
Yeah,
it.
It'll be fine.
5, 6, I think 7 hours, I would have even still been okay. If I would have opened it, though, I would have risked letting a lot of cold air out.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what the
Right.
temperature would have been in the end if you had opened it and thrown the ice in there.
And by the way, I just learned this. The cold air in your refrigerator comes from the freezer.
Oh.
Yeah, it does.
It comes, over, through, whatever.
Because mine on the top shelf where it comes through will
Yes.
freeze things. Because it's not.
Yes, that's exactly right.
regulated
So
very
that's what
well.
they say. They say, and that's where it's delivered from the top.
Yeah.
Whether it's how it gets there, I don't know. But things that can freeze could potentially freeze on the top shelf in the refrigerator because they're getting that direct cold air.
That makes sense. I mean, why build in 2 different cooling systems in one
You only
cooling
need
device?
one. They got it figured out. Kat, who's a every live cast watcher and writes something in a comment on every show, wrote about the Monday show, the Olive Toppin ad. Another great show. Thanks, guys. And then she writes, Lynn, since MasterChef, have strangers been coming up to you while you're out because of the show? And next question, are you as famous as Sam now?
The answer to the second part of the question is no, because when I go out with you, it's like a zoo. If everybody just stops and stares. But yeah, it's been strange. I go to Bread and Sea a lot, which is this rustic European bread place by my work, and every time I go, someone recognizes me.
Mm.
And I'm wondering, like, is it because people like food go there, and they also watch the show? But it's kind of nice. Like sometimes I'll just grab a slice of bread and I'll sit down with someone and talk to them about the show, like on my lunch
It's
break.
nice, isn't it?
It's nice, and you know what? San Diego fans are the best.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Hey, have you gotten any hate mail? Have you gotten, maybe not hate, but have you gotten any not positive comments?
Yeah, mostly for me sweating on plates. People hate that, but you know what? The percentage is like 99.9% awesome and 0.01%.
He's not crazy.
Yeah.
0.1% like
so all right. So
terrible.
knowing that that's the thing they dog you about, if you tried out for MasterChef again and got in,
Yeah.
like Luca did this year,
Uh-huh.
would you wear a sweatband around your head?
I would wear a sweatband, request that I wear T-shirts on every single challenge, and probably also carry around an ice pack in my belt.
He has not thunk this out. I'm being funny. You really have.
No, I mean, look, unfortunately, like, that's the genes I got. I sweat a lot, but,
Right.
I don't normally sweat in my food at home, nor did I plan to do it on TV, but it happened
course you
because
did. It
we're under
happened.
pressure,
He's
Can I tell you
sweating on
something?
me right now.
Yeah, seriously.
It made great television, my friend.
Oh,
Whether
yeah,
it was
it did.
intentional or not. By the way, I was at Bed Bath & Beyond getting something the other day, and at the counter, they had this wet cloth thing. It was like a thin towel,
Uh-huh.
like draped over like this little arm right at the checkout. You know where they have the junk that other things you can pick up, right?
Yeah.
Like gum and a bit of candies and stuff like that. So I reached out and I touched it. I don't think it said anything on it, and it was like not ice cold, but super cold.
Huh.
And wet.
What's its purpose?
And I go, what is this? She goes, it's this amazing cloth that you put in cold water, you wring it out, and it stays very cold.
Oh my gosh.
For like 45 minutes. Go
coulda
look it up.
used that.
I don't know what the hell to call it, but it's like this futuristic material that keeps the cold and moisture in. You could have had this thing around your neck, dude. You would
Oh, it's
never
like
have
it looks
sweat.
like a chamois.
It looks like I was going to say chamois, right. It looks like a chamois.
Heating up, cool down fast.
That's it.
Sweating all over your plates? Ooh, cool down fast.
Ice cold bra.
Let me
There
check
you
my
go.
bread. We might be there.
Oh, they have shirts that do this too.
Hey, can you? Oh, they do?
Yeah, an ice like it's a material. I feel like they should be able to make shirts with it.
How's it looking?
It's looking great. I'm just gonna give it a quick broil. How long's it been, do you think? 15?
15 minutes, yeah.
15 minutes, okay. I think it's about 20 minutes it normally takes. So I'm just going to give it like just a couple of minutes, and
Gosh, if I knew about this.
then it'll be fine. Mom and I, Kelly and I went to a play. Fiddler on the Roof.
the play of your people.
One of my favorite plays. I love it. I love the songs. I could do all the songs. It's so good. It's so good. And we went because a neighbor's daughter, who's 10, played the youngest daughter in the play.
Oh, that's sweet.
Bielka, I think. And so we were supposed to go before, and we couldn't make it. Finally, we went. So we could only make, there's only 3 shows left, Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and Sunday night. And we couldn't make, Saturday night or Sunday night, so we went to the Saturday afternoon. So it's in Coronado. We go down. We have a couple, cocktails, a couple Bloody Marys, and a little bit to eat beforehand at some place. And then we walk over. We're about 40 minutes early. So I sit in a bench right out front, and Kelly's just like wandering through some stores. And I'm literally like here, and right there is the front doors of the theater. So I can see everybody that's going in. And everybody that's going in is about 150 years old. And they look Jewish, which is, I was expecting that.
Yeah.
It's a Jewish play. But like the walkers and the shuffling, and then nobody had. Yeah. And I'm sitting there, and Kelly comes and sits down. I go, I don't say anything. I go, what's your observation of what's going on here? And like 2 minutes later, she's like, did we make a mistake?
Oh.
I go, I don't know. It's just like the shuffle, in. I'm like, oh, God. And so we go in. Well, let's go. And now we're talking about, like, if it completely blows, we'll leave at intermission.
Who gets sick?
Right. Who gets sick, right?
Mom.
But now the problem is, if we come home early, the people whose daughter's in it live right across the street. If they see us showing up in the street before, like, 3.5 hours, because it's a 3-hour play, they're going to know we bolted early. So we have to lie about being sick, and I never lie about being sick. I'll make up other shit, but I don't want to lie about that. Hold on.
Sorry. Oh my God, is that? I just saved that, boys.
Good.
Was that about the burn?
It was about to burn. So I'll just finish the story, and then Maxie can come out.
So we finally go in, and there's a sign inside the theater that says, no one will be able to come back into the theater if you leave for any reason. I'm like, the average age in here is 2017. Some of these old people are going to have to frickin' pee. They're going to have to empty their bladder at some point. And then just as you're going into the theater, they look at you and you go, the intermission is in 94 minutes.
Ooh.
We have more than an hour and a half before there's a break. They're not letting old people leave and come back in. We were miserable until 2 minutes in, and we both looked at each other and went, wow, this is really good.
Oh, good.
It was really, really good. And then I was sorry that it was the closing weekend and I hadn't seen it again. If you haven't seen Fiddler on the Roof, see it. Rent the movie. I can't. There it is.
Dang, I should have watched it too. We're always like that. That's why we went to Chicago, by the way.
I like plays, and I don't go enough.
We missed Les Mis here, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's amazing," and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
well." that
Maxie,
sucks.
why don't you come out? Let me cut this.
Okay.
You're not going to stop anything.
Oh, we don't have to.
We don't have to. You just come on.
Oh, yeah.
It was just the way that you went cape, make it sound like you were going to cut the recording or something.
I'll just stick the intro. In there.
Oh,
We're pros at this. Whatever.
we know what we're doing.
At first we had the scramble.
Wait, don't you feel that way at every play though?
Everybody run! We're all yelling at each other. Fuck you!
What, Lynn?
I was like, don't you feel that every play, like right before you watch it, it's like stuffy, it's like feels opulent, and then when the play starts, you kind of just forget, and it's like awesome.
I don't know. You know, I mean, what was one of the last big plays that I saw in New York? I saw something called Spring Awakening that had Leah Michele in it from Glee.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God!
All right, let's
I
get
could have
it.
seen that 1,000 times.
Got this real quick. I'm gonna start on that.
Okay.
It is a little chart on one side.
Actually, I'll just start on all.
Here, go this way.
That's okay.
There you go. That one's perfect. You can go down here. Okay, tell you when. Ready?
Ready?
It's beautiful. Look at that. It's beautiful. Let's cut it. Oh,
Ooh,
it's
it
still
sounds
hot.
crunchy as hell.
Still crunchy as hell. We like. Hold on. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Wow.
Oh yes. Oh my me. I will have a bite. The crunchy, you got to have that. So just take a look at what's going on here. There's the olive, little blue cheese thing, the garlic oil underneath, the onions, the sautéed onions underneath the whole thing. Ready?
Crunch.
Oh my God. Okay. This has been on my website with the onions not being cooked. I'm so cooking the onions. I'm changing the recipe. Cook the onions first. Damn it, this is good. I love olive week. Who knew? You know what Friday is?
Another day of olive week.
Another day of I'll tell you.
Oh.
I'm doing foil packets in the oven with snapper and like a puttanesca-y kind of thing. I can't wait.
There we go.
I can't wait. No, there you go. Hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget the livecast cooking competition. You could join the 3 of us in Kauai.
Oh.
No shit. You and a +1. Check it out on the livecast site, cookingguy.com, right there on the homepage. Cook your way to Kauai with Sam the Cooking Guy. How fun is that going to be? You've got till August 16th, right, Lynn?
Is that right?
August 16th. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Tell your friends. We'll see you Friday. Make this.